Hey Super Cruisers, it's Kevin and Frank from Cruising with Wheels. That's right, we're back again.
Yeah, hi.
Today we have a special video. It's why book an inside cabin. Stick around and wait till the end and you might see yourself featured as a Super Cruiser.
So you might ask yourself, why would I book an inside cabin? I've heard they're so small and they're cramped and I don't know if I could live in it. I'm not sure. I don't know what to do. The price is better than a balcony. Why should I book an inside cabin?
Just book the damn cruise.
So why should I book an inside cabin?
Well, my philosophy is, despite everything we have written down here, I'm going to go in a different direction right now, which is, you know, there's only one way to go, and that's up. So I say, if you're a first-time cruiser, book an inside cabin because of number one. And number one is you're on a tight budget, right? Generally, first-time cruisers are young. They might be on a tight budget.
That's true. And then do you want to blow your wad and spend all that money on a huge suite on your first cruise only to find out you hate cruising? I don't know why you would, but there are some people who are like, oh, cruising's not for me. And you're like, I spent all that money on a mini suite or suite and I hated it. So start small maybe. Be on a tighter budget. Well,
and also in respect to this number one, you're on a tight budget, I've heard people go in those suites, but only take a 4-day cruise or a 3-day cruise, right? And they're spending more money on that suite doing that for a shorter amount of time to kind of crappy destinations.
When you can be in an inside cabin on a 7 to 10-day cruise?
Oh! I know our 11-day cruise was in an inside cabin was the price of an 11-day cruise was the same price as a 3-day cruise in a suite.
Yeah. So,
I mean, come on.
I'm sorry. I'd rather be longer on the ship for 11 days in an inside cabin than a mini suite for 4. Not worth it.
Now, the second reason why you would book an inside cabin is you don't really spend that much time in the cabin.
I mean, we don't. We're out and about, and I'm sure you don't want to be stuck in your cabin.
No,
Who would?
Some people might spend more time in their cabin, but I
can't imagine
know why.
I want to be out and about. I want to watch the people. I want to be eating food. I want to be watching people.
There's two things, right? There's two things right there that would have convinced me, right?
Exactly.
But if that hasn't convinced you, let's move on to number 3. Maybe you're light sensitive and you want to sleep in on your vacation.
Yes, and I that's part of the reason I do like the inside cabin because it is totally, totally dark at night, and when you get that nice gentle rocking, you know, while you're sleeping, and
it's like Rain Man.
I know, and it's totally dark. I who always have a hard time falling asleep at night, fall asleep quickly.
Yes, and you know, there are going to be many people that are going to comment saying, I go in a balcony and it's just fine, and I don't see light. But we have been on many cruises over the years in inside ocean view, balcony and suites, and we never sleep better than when we're in an inside cabin. Coming in at number 4, you want to spend your money in other ways.
Well, that's true.
And that reverts back to number 1. You're on a tight budget.
The budget. Why should I spend all that extra money on a higher category cabin when, again, longer time on the cruise ship, more money toward excursions, maybe throw in a specialty dinner for a night if you don't want to buy the whole package.
Souvenirs.
I mean, into port shopping.
Souvenirs. And speaking of shopping and souvenirs, did you know that you can get some souvenirs before you go on your cruise?
No.
Yes.
No.
Do you know where they can get it?
No.
They can get souvenirs from Cruising with Wheels store. It's at www.teespring.com/store/Cruising with Wheels. Or if you're watching directly on YouTube or the YouTube app, it's right down there.
Right. You mean you can buy Cruising with Wheels T-shirts and tank tops and coffee mugs and
tote bags. But I gotta tell you,
hello.
I gotta tell you that a lot of the subscribers didn't realize that they're available in multiple colors and sizes.
Multiple colors and sizes. Please, when you see something you like, click the picture so you'll get the full picture of what you might be interested in.
Right. So now let's move on to number 5.
What?
Now that they've saved all that money,
whoa,
and they've been able to sleep well, maybe number 5 is right for them. Maybe you want an unusual view.
Yeah, what cruise line has the virtual?
Right.
Virtual. I can say this. I can do this. Virtual window.
Virtual balcony.
Oh, that's
what it's called.
Really?
Virtual balcony, and it's usually floor to ceiling, but not all of them.
Right.
So Disney Cruise Lines was the pioneer in the industry with this, and they had a virtual porthole, and it showed what it is outside.
Right.
And Royal Caribbean has the virtual balcony.
You can look down to the inside because...
Well, they have the virtual balcony that we were talking about.
We were looking at booking a cabin.
And that would be the promenade
Yes,
view.
looking down on the promenade. So, yeah.
So even though it's an inside cabin, you can look down and you still have a view.
Stories to take.
Now, the 6th reason we came up with for cruising in an inside cabin would be you're a solo cruiser.
Right, absolutely. Solo cabins inside.
On most of the cruise lines that offer solo cabins, they're only interior rooms. And they're set up for solo guests. But like with our group cruise, many of the solo cruisers opted to get an inside cabin because it was only a small amount more.
Right, so they upgraded.
So they got more space, but it was still an interior.
Right.
We hope that helps you decide to book an inside cabin.
When you're at home trying to figure out what cabin to book, and people are telling you, oh, don't go with an inside, you'll hate it. You got to be at least balcony or above. And it's about, it's worth the money. It depends on what is worth the money to you if you look at all these factors.
And I want to thank you for being cheap and not allowing us to book our first cruise way back when in a balcony, because I think I would be spoiled. I would want to keep doing that. But I've learned to appreciate the inside cabin.
Yes, we have fluctuated from inside to balcony to suite back to inside. But it depends on the cruise.
Sometimes it's hard.
It is hard, but it's
going to be hard after this group cruise.
It depends on our requirements and what we truly want to do.
Right.
And when we wanted to fly across country from New York to Seattle to do an Alaskan cruise, with the money for the airfare and the money for the cruise.
Well, we decided what was more important to us was having a more comfortable air flight.
Right.
So we chose first class.
That's where we put the money.
Airfare instead of doing a balcony. But the next time I just might do that balcony in Alaska on a smaller ship.
Right.
If we get back there, and we'll have to coach it. Ugh. But that first class was really nice.
It was. So we hope to help you out. And we want to remind all of you to make sure you're a regular subscriber to YouTube. Click that subscribe button and the little bell that's next to it. You'll get automatic notifications when our videos go live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And I want to remind you, we're also on Facebook,
Instagram,
Twitter,
and Snapchat.
Right, and I have a special Facebook group called Cruise Chat.
Everybody's talking about it. Everybody wants to be part of it. So
click to join. We have over 2,100 members.
Yeah, well, you'll have way more by the time this video comes
out.
out.
Lord, it's getting out of control.
Yes, it's crazy. But until next time, we want to remind everybody to always
travel safe
and cruise often.